Fixing to be some big changes here. I hate to see them go, but it's time to cut them. Yeah, guys, these, I hate to cut them because that's going to open me up to the highway, which I don't want. But I've got back over in that way, when they came through and cleared the right of way from my tire, they laid them down and threw them off into the other trees and skinned them up, and now it's gonna cost me to get wood beetles. So, or pine beetles, I'm sorry. And the way they work is they just go to tree to tree to tree and just start destroying everything. So, I'm wanting to, so either I can cut them and get paid for it, or I can leave them and they'll last for a few more years, and then they're just gonna die and rot and fall down, and so I'm gonna lose them anyway. So decided just to go ahead and just get them all out. At first I was wanting to do a thinning, but I got about 15 to 20 acres that they're doing, but you won't find very many companies to come in, logging crews come in and just thin that much acreage. To them, that's a small tract. So they said the best thing that would just be to clear cut it, which that's fine with me, because like I said, I want to keep them, but I also need to open up for pasture land. So after I get it all cleaned up and everything, and I'm gonna fence it all in, and then turn it into pasture, and put me some cows and horses and stuff out here, and maybe give me some, build me a little pig pen, get some pigs and chickens, and then I'm fixing to get ready to plant me a little small garden and see how it does. I tried one last year that didn't do because of this clay soil, so I'm gonna do some raised beds this year and see how that does. And if it does good, then next year that I'm gonna plant me a big one. with some peas and maybe some corn and okra and tomatoes and stuff like that, cucumbers, cantaloupe, watermelons. Eventually I want to get to where I don't even have to go to the grocery store. I can do everything right here. So, raise my own meat. That way I know where it comes from. I know it's going to be good. And it's amazing how the machines work. Like I said, guys, I used to drive a log truck, so I've been in the woods before and everything, hauling them out. And it's amazing how that big old thing can just tote them wherever they want to. He can pick up 2, 3, sometimes even 4 trees, depending on what size they are, and just tote them wherever he wants to. He just lays them down in a pile. He puts several in that pile, and then what happens, the skidder, which I'll show you that later on in the video, the skidder will come up and he'll grab the whole pile and he'll drag them over to the loader, and then the loader will take them and run them through a delimber, and then pile them up in a pile and wait for the trucks to come in and load the trucks. And then they load them in here in Mississippi. You can load them up to 84,000 as long as you got the harvest permit. And then they'll just take them to wherever they need to go. Mostly around here, your saw logs will go down to Bruce, Mississippi for warehousing. If you got some big ones like this one right here, which I'm keeping. Let's see if I can zoom out. Now, if it didn't have them limbs so low, then that could be a big saw log, and that would go over to Ripley, Mississippi, to Hankins. But being it's got the limbs coming out so low to the ground, they're considered knots. You ever notice in some of your wood, you got knotty pine? Well, that's where that knotty pine comes from. But they don't want that. They want structural style lumber, and which don't want no knots in it. So, but if that was on up there without any knots or anything in it, then that would be a big log going to Hankins. But of course, you got to have several of them to load on a truck to take over there. But if they was to cut that one, then Bruce even wouldn't take that one because of the knots. So that would just be a big putwood. Basically, your saw logs is what you basically you build your house and stuff like that. Your 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, such things like that. 4x4s. Your putwood is what they use to do. Let me turn y'all back around. Alright, your putwood is what they use to do like your plywood, your OSB board, and anything that has to do with trees. Paper, your notebook paper that you write on, your newspaper that you read every morning, that comes from trees. Believe it or not, baby diapers, they come from trees. Stuff like that. Even certain fuels come from trees. So they use. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying go out here that it's okay to go out here and just cut all the trees and then don't replant. That's the reason these foresters come out before these logging crews come out. They look at it. Now, if it was like a big tract, then what they would do, most likely, unless the landowner didn't want to do it, is they would cut them. Either if they was all ready to be cut, they would clear cut it. If they wasn't, if they had a lot more growing to do, then they would go in there and thin them out so that way the other ones could have breathing room to grow bigger. And then they would come in a few years later and cut those. And but what they do whenever they get done with that, a lot of people think that, oh, they just go in there and just cut the trees and then we ain't got no trees. Because of course we need trees for oxygen and the wildlife and stuff like that. But what they do is they'll go back in there and they will replant them. So that way they grow back. That way, one, we're putting trees back into the environment, and then we're later on for future for our kids and grandkids and stuff like that, well, we still got trees to do the things that we need, build houses and stuff like that. So for all you tree huggers out there, again, in a way I get it, but at the same time, before you start complaining about going out here and cutting trees and all this stuff, I want you to think about a few things. One, what do you live in? Oh, I live in a brick house. Well, you may live in a brick house, but the structure of that house is made out of wood, 2x4s. And your flooring, some people have concrete floors, some people have a raised foundation, which is going to be plywood and probably 2x10s and stuff like that. But your house, for the most part, has a wood wall, and then brick is on the outside of it for basically siding. Another thing for all you tree huggers, do you have kids? Do you put diapers on your kids? Well, those diapers come from trees. Do you read a newspaper, or read a book, or read a magazine, or write on a piece of notebook paper, or whatever? All that paper comes from trees. So I don't want to hear your damn bullshit about, well, stop cutting trees, because I guarantee you're not going to go without all the things that you value in life. You just want something to bitch about. Same thing with people complaining about truck drivers and stuff. Yeah, I know we can get in y'all's way sometimes and everything, but think about it. That truck driver out there, he is away from his family for weeks at a time, putting up with everybody's bullshit out here, and people cutting them off and brake checking them and giving them the bird and all this crap, and every single thing that you have. And whenever I say everything, I mean everything, all the way down from your car, all the way down to the damn drawers you got on. They are brought to you by a truck driver. And I've heard people say, oh, we got trains and stuff like that. A train does not go by Walmart. I'm sorry. Yeah, the train, it may get transported on that train for a little bit, but at one point it has to come off that train, and then from the train station or the rail yard, it's probably brought in from a container or something. It goes to a warehouse by a truck. Then it goes from that warehouse to a store where you buy your food, your gas, buy your car from the car lot, buy your home supplies from Walmart, your building supplies from the lumber store, whatever, your clothes, your purse, your dress, whatever. All that stuff is brought to the store by a truck driver. So, next time you see a truck driver out there, instead of flipping him off and cutting him off and brake checking him and stuff like that, hold your hand out the window, give him a thumbs up. Go by and do that little honking thing, and get him to blow his air horn. I tell you what, this new breed of truck drivers and stuff. Now I get it. They're not like the old breed. I was brought up old school by my dad, and he drove for almost 40 years. So, I'm sort of the old school method. I may not have been out here doing it as long, but I mean, I've been driving truck for a little over 15 years. But I tell you what, this new breed, but still, it don't matter. These truck drivers, they're away from their family, and they're out here all alone. They got to take showers and use the restroom in these nasty truck stops, and then they get to the shipper or wherever they're unloading or whatever, and they won't let them use the restroom. Places like McDonald's, if they're closed and the drive-thru's open, they won't let them just walk up to the drive-thru and order a food, because they can't bring their damn truck up through there. And so you think about all the crap that a truck driver has to go through for you. That's the thing. Think about what they have to go through for you. I'm sorry, but I know this is supposed to be on the log and everything, but I tell you, in some other videos, I get on a little rant, something that gets in my head, and I speak my mind, and I just start talking. But next time you see a truck driver, thank him. And if you can, if you're sitting in a truck stop or a restaurant or somewhere, and you see a truck driver come in, if you can do so, buy his lunch. He'd appreciate that. I promise you will. But like I said, even just driving by him and giving him the thumbs up and waving at him, man, that you won't believe how much that'll make his day. Because he's out there all alone. Again, for you. So stop being so greedy. And everything. So stop being so ungrateful. But anyway, sorry about that. But I got y'all a little bit of clip of the cutter doing his job. They got to make I think a couple more trips. The truck driver's already gone back to get the dozer and the skidder, and then he's got to go get the loader. So he's got about 3 more trips to do, but they came out here and they're cutting today, and then they'll be back out here bright and early in the morning, and with trucks out here loading. So I'll try to get some more of that. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this little section, and we'll be back with some more. Just hang tight. All right, appreciate it. What's going on, guys? Since I last spoke with y'all here, just a few hours ago, it has turned in to be a very eventful day. I'm going to turn y'all around here and show you what happened. There's the cutter. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but she burned up. It was a bad deal. Luckily, the operator that was in it, luckily he got out safe. He almost didn't. Basically, I was sitting over there by the shop, and he was over here cutting. I think he was cutting right there, and then there wasn't no sign or anything of like just small smoke or nothing. Just all of a sudden, I don't know if something hit the fuel line or what, but all of a sudden up underneath the bottom, I mean, just smoke just came out from the bottom, just roaring. And he stopped it and jumped out with his fire extinguisher, and of course while he was jumping out, the fire was right behind him. We're thinking, I don't know, probably in that air filter right there. Because the fire, that's where it was coming out from, starting. And so you see what all it done. I mean, it got the whole cab, everything. I'm so thankful that he made it out, because could you imagine if he couldn't have got that door open? He'd have been burned alive in there, and I wouldn't have been able to get to him. So he was very nervous whenever he jumped out, but I can't say enough. I'm so grateful he was okay. But anyway, what happened was I was sitting up there. He saw the smoke come out. He jumped out, and like some of y'all already know, if y'all watched some of my previous videos. I said, if y'all watched some of my previous videos, most of y'all know that I'm a fireman. So I got on the radio and told them to page out our fire department, and I took off down the road and going to the fire station to get the truck. And of course, as I was, well, let me turn you back around for a second. There's my truck over there. Time I got back to my truck and then got back down, going down the driveway, it was already flaming up pretty good. I mean, there wasn't nothing that a fire extinguisher or nothing could have done. And fire department, it's about 4 miles from here. So I rushed to the fire department, got the fire truck, and as I was coming back, probably 2 or 3 miles from here, I could see the smoke coming above all these big old pine trees. And so whenever I got back, pulled into the driveway, it was fully involved. So that was a bad deal. I just can't say enough. I'm just glad he's okay. I'm glad he's okay. And I'm also, as far as the fire itself goes, sorry I keep getting the phone too close and getting right up in my face. As far as the fire itself goes, I'm glad he was back up here near the driveway instead of, I don't know if y'all can see my finger or not. Yeah. Instead of way back off in the woods. Because if he would have been back there, one, I never would have known it. And two, we would have never got a fire truck back there. The only thing we could have done was just let it burn out and just keep it from spreading. Because I mean, we wouldn't have had enough hose to get back as far as where he was earlier, cutting. And then, but I know it's bad for me to say this, being what happened again. The main thing is he's okay. That's what I'm most concerned about. That cutter, that can be replaced. Any damage I hear to land, that can be replaced or fixed. And as far as cutting the trees, yes, I would love to go ahead and try to get them cut here soon, but that can wait. he's more important. They say, he said that he may come out here and start cutting some, because that's the only loader, that's the only cutter they got. So he said they may come out, which he's already got a lot on the ground, so they may go ahead and come out tomorrow and start dragging and loading what they got. And then he said he may start cutting some old-fashioned way with chainsaw. And then I guess they gotta wait for insurance. They said they can probably take anywhere between 2 days to a week, and then so that way they can give them another cutter. I guess they've had some bad luck, because he said that it seems like they've been having breakdown after breakdown, and which that's normally the way it works, is whenever it starts, it's just a domino effect. So, but anyway, hopefully they can go ahead and hurry up and get them another one. Hopefully insurance will do that. Hell, I'm still waiting on the insurance check from my house damage from that flood, and that's been almost a month ago, and I still ain't got it. They're claiming that it's probably the mail's fault. It got lost in the mail. I don't believe that. Here several months ago, yeah, I might have believed that, but I don't have any trouble with with the rest of any of my mail, and they just need to stop using that as an excuse, because it's not just one person. They're having this trouble with a lot of people, and getting the claims and their insurance check and everything like that. And the part that pisses me off about that is that I need that money to repair the damage that was done on the inside of my house. I mean, I'm walking on subfloor right now. I had to rip up all my all the flooring and everything. So I mean, I haven't been able to do nothing. I got the water cleaned up and everything, but I can't do nothing until I get that check. But the part that pisses me off is that whenever we need it, then they take their sweet ass time to get it. But you can bet your butt that you better have their money. You better have that payment every month, or otherwise they're gonna cancel you. But they can take their time to pay you. That's what pisses me off. But anyway, but hopefully, like I said, they can insurance get a move on, and then they can get them another cutter, and then get out here. Maybe they can rent one or borrow one or something like that. But anyway, I just want to give y'all a little update of what happened and everything. So as soon as they get out here and start back to work, then I'll get back on here and finish up this video. So, and I'll show y'all the skidder dragging the trees and everything, bring them over to the loader and all that stuff, loading the trucks. But y'all don't mind, y'all say a prayer for that guy and everything in there, because he was very shaken up. Like I said, that could have been a very bad deal, and like I said, if that door wasn't open and he got caught in there, he'd have been burned alive. And like I said, even whenever he did open up the door and come out, the fire was right behind him. And then say a prayer for the company and everything. So because with fuel prices the way they are and all this stuff, having to keep all that equipment up and keep it running, fuel, keep the trucks running and all that stuff, I can't even imagine what they're going through. it's ridiculous. I mean, us out here as RV transporters, I mean, we think we got it rough, just operating a single truck. And can you imagine all that equipment? I mean, just that one machine right there alone, I don't know, but I'm guessing probably $400,000 or $500,000, if not more, $700,000 or $800,000. And you got the cutter, you got the skidder, you got the loader, and then on top of that, you got trucks. And that's the reason I talk about, guys, getting you up a maintenance fund. And because like I've said before, it's not if it happens, it's when it happens. So the inevitable will come, and you just need to be prepared for it. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, and then hopefully they'll be back tomorrow. I think this guy's dad, he's the owner, and he was on his way back. He dropped this one off, and they was on their way back with a dozer. So hopefully they'll be back tomorrow and maybe load some of the stuff up that they've already got cut, maybe. But anyway, but yeah, I'll get back with y'all later whenever they get back out here. All right, guys, I'm back. I just started making another little clip of this, but shortly after I started, I got a phone call. But anyway, now it's been a few days since the last little part of this video that basically just went over this part. But I think that one was done Thursday, and part you saw about the skidder, I mean not the skidder, but the cutter or fella buncher, whatever you want to call it, caught on fire. And so that was Thursday, May the 12th, I think is what it was. And today's Monday, the 16th. We did get some rain last night, so they're not going to load today. They're going to give it one more day to dry up. But they did get them a new cutter. Not new, but new to them. But I'm gonna flip y'all around and let y'all see it, so that way we can start getting these trees cut. I'm ready to get them gone. They I didn't want to get them out of here, but I just turn y'all around. Yeah, there's their new one and everything that they got. Of course, there's the old one that burned up. They're gonna push it out of the way, but for now, I really didn't think how I was gonna like this with them being gone, but right over there is where he's done been clearing, and I think I'm gonna like it pretty good. Of course, that's just a part of it. I may change my mind whenever they get all of them out of here. I don't know, but he's already been out here cutting a little bit. And him and his dad, they went back to get the skidder, and they should be back a little bit after lunchtime. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning right now. So but yeah, there's the new to them, and then man, that's the one that burned up. Y'all can see it messed it up pretty good. But what they're gonna try to do is, there's Rudy. Hey, Rudy. Anyway, they're probably gonna cut a couple of them trees right there and just pull it back right there, because right here where it's sitting, this is where they're wanting to put the loader and have the trucks back in and everything. So what doing, Woody? What doing, baby? Huh? What doing? She's a big old fat butt. But anyway, yeah, like I said, he probably done got about 5 to 10 loads on the ground laying right now. But like I said, he gonna, when they get back with the skidder, I think he gonna cut some more, or they may go back and get the loader. I don't know. Oh, well, before they get the loader over here, he's going to, I guess they're gonna drag this one out of the way, and then he's gonna have a couple loads of dirt hauled in here and put right here where the loader is gonna be. So so hopefully I start loading tomorrow. But anyway, we're gonna get some good video of that, and get it out there for y'all and let y'all see how everything works. Some of y'all may have already seen how some of this stuff does. Some of y'all might work for a logging crew or own your own logging crew, and this ain't nothing to y'all. But maybe y'all enjoy it anyway. But anyway, we're gonna get off here, and then when they get back out here, then we'll finish showing it. What I'm wanting to do too, is hopefully I'm here when they do it. But and it'll probably be in a second video, because this one time I get done with because I think I'm already at like 20 minutes so far or more. Time I get done doing the skidder and de-limbing and loading and all that stuff, it's probably gonna be a pretty long video. So, but so I'll probably put the other part of it in a separate video. But I'm wanting to get a section of them loading that cutter onto a lowboy. I'm sort of curious how they're gonna do that, being that everything's burned up on it. Hydraulic hoses, all the controls on the inside are burned up, so they can't drive it. So they're either gonna have to winch it or push it or something. So I'm sort of anxious to see how that goes, how they're gonna load it up, and I want to share it with you guys. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here and I keep on rambling. I don't want to make this video any longer than what it is. So we'll get back with y'all in a bit. All right. Alright guys, they're here getting everything set up and getting the loading pad set up. He's moving the loader right now, putting it into place, and he's over there pushing up some stumps, and because that'll be dragging them right there. And so he's bringing the loader over here, and then right about here in this area and stuff, that's where they'll be putting the trucks, I guess, or maybe right in here, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out here in just a few minutes. But I'm glad to see them out here. They'll start loading tomorrow. They're getting all this stuff set up this evening, and they said have trucks out here loading tomorrow. All right, we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, guys, they back out here. Sorry, a little loud, but it's part of it. But what they do is they get that fella buncher right there. He'll cut that tree. He'll lay it down. And then if there's some in a pile or whatever, then he'll get them. And then right over there, that other big old machine over there with a grapple on it, that's called a skidder. And so he'll go and grab them trees that fella buncher laid down, and he'll drag them all the way back over here to the cutter. I mean, to the loader. That's the loader right there. Then what he'll do is he'll pick them up, and then back over here on this side. See that little red little thing right there on the front of the trailer? That's called a de-limber. He'll run it through that de-limber, and he'll rip all the limbs and all that stuff off of it. Then he'll set it to the side in a big old pile, and then the trucks back up in here, and then he'll load them up. y'all can see him tonight. So he's dragging them. That's called, you ever hear anybody refer to it, that's called a drag. Just getting started, they're pretty tight in here. Once they get everything cut out and cleaned out and everything, they have a lot more room to work. What he's doing over on that one, he's running over, letting the belly of the skidder run over the trees and break off all them big limbs. Pretty good old sized trees right here, especially the bud of it. Amazing how that machine, that fella buncher right there, can just pick up them big old trees and just walk with them. Alright guys, we'll be back here in just a minute. What he's doing now, he's picking the tree up, he's putting it in the delimber. He just drag it back and forth, just rip all them limbs off of it. He'll pull it on that side, he'll get it to length, and then he'll cut the top out of it. I don't know if y'all see, but see that tree's got propped up on top of it? That's called a slide. He puts it on there, he pulls that out of the delimber. Watch it, just slides down that tree. So that way he can put it in place. Get out of their way because they're working their way towards me. I don't want to get run over. Alright guys, got the first load of the day. He's loading them up. He's already delimbed them. I think I showed that in the last part of the video. Basically just putting them back through there right now, getting them down the length because they can't be over a certain length. Just pick it up, swing it over, throw it on there. Yep. It may already be at his weight limit. Anyway, that's the first load, guys. Alright, I'm back in a little bit, give you some more. Now, what he doing now is he done got loaded and everything, and he pulls up right over here to the these logs are here, they're going to Bruce. So they're saw logs. Now if it was put wood, it'd have probably a bunch of limbs and stuff, so they'd pull over here and then they had to cut all them limbs off and before they go down the road. But after that, he just pulls up and then just straps them down, and he'll throw about 2 or 3 straps on them, and them boasters right there, they'll support the side weight, and then so basically you're just holding them down, and then that's pretty much it. And then he'll get on down the road. Alright. Alright, guys. They had to fix a hydraulic leak, so I think it's the 3rd truck. But this is how they load it. They just pick it up after they done got through delimiting it, then just load it on the trailer. They'll load it up to about 84,000 pounds. Some good sized logs. Usually what they do, if they're going to put it on the left side, which would be the driver's side of the truck, then he'll let it drag the ground on that side. If he's going to put it on the right side, he'll pick them up, swing the whole back end of the tree, the top of the tree over here to the left side or to the right side, and then drag them up there like that. That way they'll flow right up through there. Guys, that's pretty much how it's done, and that's pretty much the whole process from cutting to all the way to the loads on the trailer, and then it goes to the mill. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Sorry it's such a long video. I know I got on a couple of rants and some more stuff that the fire and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get off here, and then whenever they actually get done, they said they'll probably be out here probably a week and a half, 2 weeks, getting everything done. So whenever they're done, I'll come back and give you a little clip of what it looks like with no trees. So I'm sort of anxious and sort of sad in a way too. But I think, looking at it so far, I think I'm gonna like it. So like I said, it'll open it up for pasture land and stuff like that. So, and I'm still leaving some right there on the very, very front of the land to sort of block the highway and everything. So and then I'll be back also, give y'all a video of them loading up that cutter, that fella buncher that burned. Let y'all see how they load it up, not drivable. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Maybe some of y'all that's never seen how this is done before and always wondered, well, this is how it's done. So like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed it. So Like I said, a lot of my videos are not. Most of them are about RV transport, but like I said, I'll do some that's about the land here too. So, so this is one of them. But anyway, if y'all don't mind, y'all like, share, subscribe, and I really appreciate everybody's support, and I just ask y'all keep on supporting me and everything, and helping my channel grow. So I'm enjoying doing these videos for y'all. So at first I didn't think I would, but it's growing on me. So, but anyway, we're gonna get off here, and I appreciate y'all hanging out with me through the whole thing, and we'll get back to y'all later. So, as always, y'all stay safe out there. Semper Fi.